We have an email question from the Nerd Zone. Nerd Zone, longtime watcher of the show. Nerd Zone, thanks so much for being here, and thanks for giving us things to speak and to talk about. Nerd Zone says, news everyone will love. The trailer is out for the Friends reunion. Excuse me. The trailer for the Friends reunion is out. This is something people have wanted for years. The crew is back together, baby. Woo-wee! And yeah, in case you've been hiding under a rock, the Friends reunion is happening. Not only is it happening, we've known that it's been happening, or it was going to happen imminently for a while. We've known, like, it's kind of been happening for a while. The COVID-19 pandemic kind of pushed it back a little bit, but hey, it's official. The Friends reunion is happening. And of course, NerdZone sent me this email last week, the day, I think I was doing this show last week when the trailer dropped, and I didn't know about it. I didn't have a chance to talk about it on last week's show. But it's interesting to me that the Friends reunion is happening tomorrow on HBO Max. It's happening tomorrow. Which means, why wasn't there a little bit more build up for it? I mean, I understand, like, hey, the week before, let's kind of announce it and put out the poster, and they put out two trailers. There was an announcement trailer, and then there was this official teaser, this official trailer, where you get more of a behind the scenes. Why am I talking in words that I don't know what I'm talking about, right? You get to actually see what the reunion special is like. And if for anyone who saw the Will Smith Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion, also on HBO Max, it's very similar. It's very, very similar to this. But yeah, it's the whole cast getting back together, kind of have a huge retrospective, and of course, there's going to be a ton of people in it. Let's run down real quick, shall we? Who are all these guest stars jumping in? They're gonna have guest stars David Beckham, Justin Bieber, BTS, James Corden, Cindy Crawford, Cara Delevingne, Lady Gaga, Elliot Gould, Larry Hankin, Kit Harington, Mindy Kaling, Thomas Lennon, Christina Pickles, Tom Selleck, James Michael Tyler, Maggie Wheeler, Reese Witherspoon, and Malal Yousafzai. Man, I said this earlier. Yousafzai. I'm going with Yousafzai. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of people on this list that I look at and I'm like, why? Like, cool, Lady Gaga is going to be on it, but why? Cool, David Beckham, but also, like, why? You know? I'm sure it'll be fine. But if let's jump over to this article really quick from Deadline. Deadline has some interesting things to say about it. The Friends reunion review is much type thriller packed HBO special that is for the hardcore fans only. Now, what are they like? What exactly do they mean by this? Well, here, right in the first paragraph, here's the skinny. If you are one of the millions of Friends fans out there, then the Friends reunion special debuting tomorrow is exactly the fix that you've been craving since the NBC sitcom went off the air in 2004. However, if you don't have a standing order at Central Perk, which, if you don't know what Central Perk is, why are you even watching this video? If you don't have a standing order at Central Perk, you'll probably want to skip the much hyped, almost 2-hour-long shindig that is way more filler than killer, to put it kindly. So, I mean, this article from Deadline, they come down a little harsh in my opinion on it. Here's the thing. I've never watched Friends from start to finish. I'm not the biggest, most hardcore Friends fan. I appreciate it for what it is. To me, it's a bit of a time capsule. It's a time in a bottle. If I want to go back and watch some nostalgic television, I'll put on Frasier. I will put on News Radio. I will put on Seinfeld. I don't necessarily go to Friends as like my go-to, like, hey, I need some hardcore 90s nostalgia. Let's put on Friends. I don't do that. But I have watched a handful of episodes, quite a few. Not all of them. I'm not even going to say the vast majority. I've seen a bunch, and I like it. It's fine. But here's the thing. As this article from Deadline points out, it's basically just for the hardcore fans only. I am not a hardcore fan. I think it's fair to say I am not the demographic that maybe this special was created for. However, I love this kind of stuff. I love these retrospectives where people get together. And Friends was, yes, it was of its time. It was a product of its time. But it was also such a cultural phenomenon that permeated so many different aspects of, culture and like how we lived and phraseologies, like this whole thing. I never watched the episode that this is from, but I know the reference. I understand what that means, right? I understand what that means. So for me to watch something like this, I find it so fascinating. I mean, maybe it's because, there's a filmmaker in me. Maybe because I'm an actor, I'm a comedian, I'm in the arts, I'm in the entertainment industry. I love this stuff. Maybe that's why I'm interested in it. To be fair, to be totally fair, maybe that's why I'm so interested in it. But I do think that article from Deadline may be a little on the harsh side, because I do think that there are other people out there, maybe more of a casual fan, that would be very much interested in just being like, oh, let's hear what the cast has to say. Yes, let's see all these special guests. And, that's why they have this long list of people here that had nothing to do with the show. Elliot Gould, I believe, was on the show. But James Corden, okay, he's gonna host it. Cindy Crawford, I don't know if she was on the show. She was certainly the supermodel at the time when this show was popular. But David Beckham, okay, why is Justin Bieber showing up? Why is Justin Bieber showing up? Tom Selleck, why is because he's an older actor? I mean, when I think Tom Selleck, I think there's a certain generation that says, hey, he's the guy from Blue Bloods. But when I think of Tom Selleck, I think of Magnum P.I. So, I don't know. But then again, Elliot Gould was on the show, but I also think of Elliot Gould from the original MASH movie. So I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, guys, the Friends reunion comes out tomorrow on HBO Max. If you don't have HBO Max, I believe it is coming out on a various array of other platforms. But are you interested in seeing it? Are you going to watch it? I will most definitely be seeing. I can't watch it tomorrow because I have to go off on my flight attendant job tomorrow. But I will be. Well, who knows? Maybe I will see it tomorrow. I'll just sit in my hotel room and watch it on my phone. Who knows? But I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts about the Friends reunion? Do you think this is a good idea? Would you have liked to have seen less of a retrospective and more of a new episode? Maybe like a 2-hour episode of them just coming back together, like a scripted episode of Friends. Or are you totally fine with this retrospective? I want to hear what your thoughts are. Do you think this is a good idea, bad idea? Blah, 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 blah. What are your thoughts? Jump on down to the comment section below. Hey, everyone. All right. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that is exactly what the golden idol from Raiders of the Lost Ark would want you to do. Whoosh, whoosh.